Alright, let me check out some things before I start the stream. I want to welcome everybody. I need to make sure that the Facebook side is straight. Alright, y'all may hear some background noise, but I just need to check the Facebook side. I think we're doing pretty good. Check 1 2. Alright, this thing is slow to start up. But I think I'm okay. Alright. Welcome everybody back to another episode of the Game Show live stream. I'm your host, Fred Y, baby. Alright. Today we got a serious topic that we... Alright, the Facebook side is good. Alright, so today we got a major topic. Now, I've been talking about this for a while, and I actually was trying to produce a show with a couple of ladies to get this topic off the ground, because it would probably be better received coming from two sides, a male and a female perspective. So today's topic we're going to be talking about: is it possible for you to be friends with an ex while you're currently in a relationship? All right, now I must warn y'all that this could get very graphical and the language could fly, so I'm just putting that disclaimer in there. So before I go on, I got some 411 to drop on you. You did.
If you would like to know what hardware and software we use to do our streams, you need help with starting up a stream of your own, or if you would like to share play one of the many titles that we currently own, head over to the website, log in and become a member, and click on the live stream tab in the upper right hand corner. There you will find all the information that you need to know.
Alright, again, I must warn y'all, man, that this these are like rambling series that I do, and the F-bombs or other bombs could just fly off the handle, so I'm just letting you know. Go ahead and cut that beat. So we're talking about a serious topic today, and like I said, is it possible for you to be friends with a ex while you're currently in a relationship? Now, I'm not talking about something where you two are just bumping uglies on the occasion. You know what I'm saying? Something that's meaningful, right? And always you can call in at 301-494-1795, or you can write in the comments on the Facebook side or on the other streams that we're doing. For everybody that's watching the Facebook stream, you are actually watching the live stream of the YouTube channel. So if you want to head over to the YouTube channel, that way you can interact with everybody that's over there that's commenting. We don't have anybody in the room yet, but this usually people tend to watch these, and it's a slow start in the beginning. So again, that's the question to be posed. Me personally, I don't think so. Whenever you're friends with somebody that you were previously involved with. To me, I don't think that that gives your relationship, your current relationship, an opportunity to grow. Because what happens is that, and there are exceptions to this rule, by far. But if you're in a relationship with somebody, that sends a signal that there's something that you're lacking that the ex has. So that person still wants to hold on to that. Then, like I said, there are many exceptions to this rule. If you have a child by somebody, yeah, that's the only exception to the rule. If you are, uh, you know, kids are not just 18, that's a lifetime commitment. So if you have kids with that person, that's about it. That's the exception to the rule, in my point of view. If you have something like a car, a joint car, or both of you all purchased a puppy together, or something like that, or you purchased the Xbox or something like that, that's no excuse for you to keep having ties with the person that you were previously involved with. And what happens, um and you can also like I said, you can comment on this and I'll read out some of your comments live here on the stream. But if you are let me turn this mic down. If you are um keep engaging in activity with that ex, that's not a bad sign. I mean, that's not a good sign, and that's something that would tell your relationship that hey, I don't think we're going to make it as far as the other person does. Now, some people, the person that you're involved with, they just may be clueless to that point. And I think it's something that you should talk about, and you should discuss with that person before you go any further deeper into the relationship. So this is the thing. I just believe that you can't, because especially in a new relationship, what happens is that what happens is that hold on, let me change something on the mixer side. Y'all give me a second. Let me change something on the mixer side. Okay. So what happens is that, especially at the beginning of any relationship, every beginning of any relationship is always hunky dory. Like everybody is on their best behavior, and it's bliss. What happens is that you don't have that amount of history that that ex and the person that you're dating has. So um that becomes a problem. Any kind of traumatic incident that may happen in the person that you're dating life will that could be a door that's open for the ex to come back in, especially if it's something that happens in their life. Mostly like any type of death, losses and stuff like that. That can open up the door, because if you have history with that person, and say the parents and all of that, well, and especially if you've been together with that person for a year, I don't know why I keep yelling. Especially if you was with that previous person for some years, what can happen is that they could take that consolement as, I don't even know if that's a word, if it's not, I just made it up, but they can take that and use that as an opportunity to try to win the person back in. Now, when you're currently in a relationship, everything is fresh and new, and you don't know if you're going to survive 2 months, never alone a year. So that gives the ex an opportunity to go back in there and reopen those wounds. You know what I'm saying? And get back in there and try to patch them up. And that ex knows how to do it, because you don't know that person as well as the ex does. So you got to be very cautious. I mean, there are questions that in the beginning phase that you need to ask and get some clarification. Now, some of the stuff is kind of off limits, because you can't dictate to a person. You can't be friends with that person. You can't be friends with that person. You should just come out and say, your exes, do you ever, stay in contact with them and stuff like that? And if that person was like, yeah, then that gives you kind of an eye opener on how you want to handle the situation. If you want to go further on with it, then that's on you. But if you decide to do that and then something shaky happen within the process of that, you can't get mad, because you should have already asked these questions before you gone any further. It's a year in, and it's too late for you to say, okay, I don't want you to be friends with that person. You understand what I'm saying? They'll look at you kind of sideways. And for men, I don't know if it's the same as for women, but if we give somebody, we don't want to even have that thought of, like, another dude done seen my girl naked before. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how, not all of us, but that's how some of us think. And I don't mind you having, if I'm in a relationship with somebody and they have male friends, that's a part of life. You can't go through life and, like, okay, I don't want you to socialize with this person, that person. That's totally ridiculous and stupid. You understand what I'm saying? You just got to know, okay, there has to be a line drawn. You know what I mean? And certain things that you did with your opposite sex friends, you obviously can't do anymore. Like, I had a best friend, and I've told the story multiple times, but we used to kick it so much that everybody at work thought that we were dating, and we never were. You know what I'm saying? We would spend a lot of time together, but I wasn't hitting it. You know what I'm saying? I looked at her more of a friend than anything else. I mean, she was a good friend of mine, and we never crossed that line. You understand what I'm saying? And we did a lot of stuff together. You know what I'm saying? So We never crossed that line. I never attempted. She never attempted. And everybody at work thought that, oh man, they together. Something. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't that case. So from that side, I could see you can be friends with a person. Now, if I would have tried something or she would have tried something, then um, me not being in a relationship when I got into one, I don't think I could no longer. Well, I could do certain things like, you know, sleepovers and stuff like that. I couldn't do that anymore. You know, being in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was just I could see that point. I could see that part. But as far as being in a relationship with a person that you previously, had relations with and all that other stuff, it's not it's not good to have that and bring that into a current relationship because dudes are salty, man. Dudes are salty just like females. Some females are salty. And when if you're going through a problem and your ex consults her, I mean your the person that you're dating consults their ex, they may throw like and um that person may listen to it. It's all about the history that you have with that person. And a lot of times you can screw that type of stuff up at the beginning of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Um, at the end of the day, you're looking for love, not lust. You understand what I mean? So there's certain things that you have to be cautious of at at the beginning of the relationship. So I mean, but if you're just the type of person that like to sample different platters, then you know what I'm saying. That's on you. But you know, both parties have to be in agreement to that because if that person finds somebody else, then a lot of stuff could go down. You understand? But yeah, me personally, I don't think so. I don't think it's feasible to have a have an ex as a friend, a best friend, or anything. That the ex is an ex for a reason. So when you're in a relationship, that person that you're in a relationship with should be somewhat of a best friend. You know what I'm saying? Um, it should be a good friend because you spend the majority of your time with them than anybody else. And I can see. Hold on, we got some comments coming in. I'm sorry on the Facebook side if I didn't see them before, but like I said, everybody on the Facebook side, uh, if you want to see a better stream, just go to the YouTube page because you are watching the stream. Yeah, I understand, Sam. Yeah, love you too, sis. Hey, what's up, Renee? Thanks for coming in. But that's the whole thing. If anybody got any feedback, put it in the comments. But nah, nah. I think you should. I think you should stay clear away from any ex in a relationship. It's all like I said. I forgot what point I was on, but it's all about history. Because this is the thing. Like I said before, and I sorry I keep repeating myself, but every relationship that you get into, it's gonna be fresh. It's gonna be brand new. It's gonna be roses and cotton candy. You understand? Because both people are trying to be on their best behavior, right? But if you don't, if you have the type of relationship where somebody just comes over your house and y'all just bang it out and that person leaves, right? That's not no type of relationship. And what happens is there's nothing that you can build off of that, because within the first couple of months when you're dating, you're going to have some type of disagreement, and I don't know how heated that disagreement may be, but if it gets heated to the point where you're like, forget you and all this other stuff, if all you were doing were just bumping uglies, you didn't go out, you didn't do anything other than Netflix and chill, you didn't do none of that stuff, well, your first argument or disagreement, you're going to have nothing to look back on to say, okay, is this relationship salvageable? Right? You're not going to have anything to look back on. So if you get too hot and heavy, that's going to ruin your relationship, because your relationship is going to be based off of lust and not love. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what that is, right? So when that does happen and you get into an argument, most people tend to go back to the ex, especially in a new relationship, right? Most people tend to go back to their ex because they don't know how this current relationship go back. They could go back to the ex for some type of companionship, or you know what I'm saying, something else, because they're more familiar with that person than the current person that you are. And let me see. Yeah, it wouldn't work out at all. So somebody on the YouTube side said it would never work out. It's a loss situation, bro. So I feel them on that. Um, you can't. It's no possible way. There's no possible way that you could be anything. Not phone conversations, not I'm gonna meet you for lunch and stuff like that. And like I said, there are exceptions to this rule if you have kids with a person, and that's the only exception to that rule. It can't be y'all own a car together, or y'all own a dog or a PlayStation or Xbox, and none of that. When you break up with a person, you need to sever ties completely, because if you broke up with a person, that means that something that you was looking for, that person didn't have, or they may have did something stupid like cheated or whatever, and it was a done deal. So why would you remain friends or have any type of intimacy with that person, whether it be physical or verbal? You shouldn't have anything to do with that person. You should leave that person alone, because I'm telling you, I've been in that situation a couple of times, and what it does not make out for a good, long-lasting relationship, because the person is always constantly thinking, why are you still with that ex? Why are you still talking with him? Why are you not talking to me? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what does that person have that I don't have? Then why are you with me? Why aren't you back with that person? So a lot of people feel that way. And when you don't give a person 100%, if you don't give them 100% effort, just like, okay, let me you know what I'm saying, let me throw my rod out there and see if I can reel you in. You understand? If you don't give that person that opportunity, then you may be missing out on a better situation than you had before. Your ex is your ex for a reason. It's why. Why would you ever? Why would you ever consult or even meet up with the person? You know what I'm saying? If you break up with a person, grab all your shit and dip and let that be it. Have one time, get all your shit. I know, like, sometimes you may leave a pair of socks or some drawers at a person's house. Now, this is the part where I said that it gets explicit. Now, I've been trying to hold my tongue, but it's just me. That's just the way I talk. So if you can't handle curse words, then you're looking at the wrong stream, right? So I just do it out of talking, and you know what I'm saying, but that's what it is. That's why I got the advisory warning right there. But when you separate from a person, just grab all your shit. You know what I'm saying? If you have any shit of theirs, give them back their shit. Don't hold anything that's a reminder of what you had in the past. You understand? It's like you packing a suitcase, right? If you're going out of town, you packing a suitcase, right? And you have all your dirty clothes in that suitcase. But you want to be fresh to death. You want to, oh man, I'm going to kill him at the beach. No, I'm going to kill him at this club. I'm going to kill him when I go out of town. You have all these brand new outfits. Well, you have a small ass suitcase. You have dirty clothes from previous trips in there. Why would you keep them in the same suitcase as your new clothes? You know what I'm saying? You have no room for them. And then when you try to squeeze both sets of clothes in there, what happens is that funk from your dirty clothes get on your new shit. So now when you at the club, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to kill him with this outfit. Yeah, you killing me because I smell that shit from 3 years ago on your clothes. The analogy sounds kind of stupid, but it fits. So, need to clear out that suitcase so you can start putting new clothes in there. And that's the same thing with the relationship. You got to take that old shit and toss it so you can put new shit in a suitcase. I don't want to be keep being compared to a motherfucker that you used to date. And that's what it feels like when you're in conversations with the person. Hold on. Yeah, it's okay to have friends while you're in a relationship. That's okay. And that's what Renee is asking on the Facebook side. It's okay to have a male and female relationship, friendship while you're in a relationship. And if the person that you're with hates you having the opposite sex as a friend in your relationship, well, you should really look at the person that you're dating, because when you talk to your friends, you need both sides, perspective sides. You know what I'm saying? If you're going through a situation, you need both perspective sides. If you're, say, like, if you want to do something special for the person that you're dating and you have no fucking clue, well, you can reach out to your opposite sex friend and be like, I'm trying to do something for this person, my guy or my girl or whatever, and I just want to know, what do you think that person wants? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You can get a better perspective from the opposite sex from the person that you're dating than you can from I'll say this, like, if you're a female, right, and you're trying to do something for your dude, well, if you ask your girlfriend about it, 9 times out of 10, males and females don't think alike all the time. So she may suggest some corny shit, and I'm not saying that to belittle anybody, but if you ask the same, what I'm saying, the dude be like, what I'm saying, like, for instance, you want to get your dude a birthday gift or some shit, and your girlfriend recommends some motherfucking slippers or some shit like that. And then the dude be like, some fucking slippers. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Get them XYZ or some shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? Then you have a better insight on stuff like that. And that's for guys too. If you have if you're questioning about something, you know what I'm saying? Ask your lady friend and be like, look, she this, that, and the other. And you can get a lot of insight from that because some females think alike and some guys think alike. So it's better to have that insight from the opposite sex when even if it's anything else where you need advice or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's good to that's good to have. But we're just talking about being friends with a person that you've had relations with, that you've seen naked, that you've done other shit with. You just can't. I cannot see that type of relationship going any further than maybe a year, because something's going to break. Something's going to break to the point where I'm like, look, man, I can't take this shit no more. And that person going to reach their breaking point because they held all that shit in, and then something happens and that beast gets released. You understand? So that's what I'm saying on that. You know what I'm saying? So why even risk the fact of something like that happening? What would be, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Can't have your cake and ice cream. However they say that shit. You can't have your cake and ice cream and eat it too. And I know I'm fucking that up. But you can't play both sides, I feel. Because it's like you're saying, okay, if this motherfucker don't work out, then I can always go back to that person. So it's like one in a possible. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the possible. You want to be the one. You know what I'm saying? And that's a Spades reference to all my Spades player. Oh, I got to wish a happy birthday to my little cousin, Nicole. I forgot to do that. And anybody else that's having a birthday today or that had a birthday this weekend, happy birthday to you all. So I keep looking back because I'm doing some editing right now, and I'm looking back at the Facebook conversations. So I'm waiting for one of my videos to upload to YouTube. One of our shows for the Gamer Show. So yeah, man. Comments? Anybody have any comments? Anybody disagrees with what I'm saying? I would love for you to put in the comments that you disagree, or if you agree. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some dialogue going in here. We got a couple of females in here, and we got a couple of males. Maybe you are going through the same thing. Maybe you know somebody that's going through that situation, and this could possibly help them out. As always, you can give us a call at 301-494-1795. I can answer the phone. I don't think I can get you on the live stream because the audio may be messed up. So if you want to either write in the comments or give us a call, we can always take that call. But let's look at Facebook side real quick. And big ups to Sam and Renee that's joined us. I don't know if they're still here or not, but yeah, but that's what it is, man. You are damaging your relationship when you stay friends with a person that you previously dated. You just can't, man. From a guy's point of view, you can't. Can you have friends with the opposite sex? Sure. There's no problem with that. No problem with that. Now, if the shit get kind of crazy where, you know, you feel like that person is kind of coming on to the person that you're with, then there lies a problem. Because I tell you the honest God truth, man. Most, and this is not for everybody. I'm not going to say most. I'm not going to use that word. But some males that have females as a friend are because they may have liked them in the past and never had the opportunity to take it to another level. Now, that may be a case. But like in my case, like I said, when I had a best friend when I was working at this location, her and I never crossed that line because first, I wouldn't allow it because I viewed her as a good friend and I didn't want to lose that friendship. And she didn't allow it. So there was no there was no type of sexual tension there, should I say. And I never came on to her like that. And she never came on to me like that. So we was good. And I didn't treat her like one of the guys, you know what I'm saying? She was a female. She wasn't a dude, and she wasn't gay or anything like that. So I didn't treat her like, you know, like I would do like a butch friend that I have, a butch female friend. Just treat her just regularly. You know what I'm saying? And that was all, and that was it. But the perception that other people saw was that, oh man, Fred, and I don't want to say her name, but okay, I don't want to say her name because I don't want to put her out there, but we weren't like that. You know what I'm saying? Although other people thought, I mean, everybody in that store thought that we were some type of item, or we've tried, or something happened, or, you know what I'm saying? And that was never the case. Never the case. And I swear on everything, that was never the case between her and I. It was just a friendship because I was single at that time. So I wasn't dating anybody. And she actually had a baby father. And I actually met her baby father. Actually, I was going to buy a motorcycle, a R1 from her baby father. And her baby father knew that we was kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And didn't have no problems. You know what I'm saying? We were just good friends at work. Went out to lunch all the time, hung out all the time, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? I knew her baby father. Me and her baby father talk. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I would come pick her up from work, from her baby father's house, or I would come pick her up. And like one time we went to the beach, and took her child and her like little cousins or something like that. And we went to the beach, and it honestly looked like we were like a little family. I had all these kids in the back of the Magnum, and I mean it just looked like something that it wasn't. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? But we were never any type of like intimate or anything like that. So I could remain friends with her. And then to this day now I've lost contact with her. And it wasn't due to the fact that something was tried and it got failed, but it was just like we kind of grew apart from each other. There were some things that, you know, when I was going through my separation, some of the things that I was seeing her do, I was like, I wasn't in agreement with it. So a lot of people are like that. Like, I don't want to be around that atmosphere. And just the phone calls kind of faded out. And since we weren't working together anymore, it's we didn't see a lot of each other. You know, in the beginning, because she had left the company, and we would still stay in contact, and we would still go out and hang out and stuff like that. But then after a while, things just fizzled out. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't due to anything sexual or anything like that. It was just like, it just fizzled out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was. All right, y'all hold on for a second, cause my uploads have finished. So let me bring my laptop over so I can see the comments. So that's what it is. Like I said, this is a rambling series. We may be talking about one thing, and we just may get on another subject. But all right. So now I can see both my comments. Yeah, so that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else got anything that they want to get off their chest, right in the comments? Let's talk about it. But to answer the question, no, I don't think. And I would love to, I would have loved to got that, produce that show that I was trying to get off the ground. And I would have had two females' point of views and one male point of view. And yeah. Yeah, I guess I guess that's it. Um, if we don't have anything else to discuss, I think that's fine. Hey, look, I may be on a little bit later, doing some streaming of Anthem. Oh man, uh, there's a lot going on with this game. And I don't want to let the cat out the bag because I'm still in review status. But we got some stuff. the next week episodes that are airing, oh man, I strongly advise y'all to keep up with that. With the gamers, Anthem is going to be a very interesting review. I do have it on the PC, and I have it. Well, I have it on all three platforms. But Mike, he's looking at it on the Xbox side. I'm looking at it on the PlayStation side, and my good friend Mark, he's going to be doing a review on the PC side. So y'all watch that. Other than that, man, we got a very, very interesting show coming up next week, man. I advise y'all to check that out. Everybody that's on Facebook, man, go to the YouTube page and please subscribe. Click on that bell so you're notified when the shows are released. Our shows are released Monday through Friday at 2:00 p.m. for the exception on Tuesdays where they air on at 12 o'clock. But I would ask y'all, man, to go subscribe to the channel, man. Help us get up to 1,000 subscribers so we can hit that play button, man. That gold play button, man. We've been doing this for a couple of years, man, and we've met a lot of people online. And it's just a blessing, man, to get a lot of feedback from a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I'd like to thank everybody that watched us on the Facebook side, everybody that watched us on Mixer, YouTube, Periscope. We're simul streaming on all these platforms. So, man, like I said, I may be back on doing some Anthem. I don't know. I'm sitting up here yawning. Maybe I need to take a nap. Tired. But thank y'all for watching, man, and I'll see y'all again for another topic. Hey, if you want to get something off your chest, give me a call at 301-494-1795 or email us at thagamershow@gmail.com. It's spelled THA, not THE, THAGAMERSSHOW@gmail.com. If you have a topic that you would like to get off your chest, email us, call us, and we just may talk about it, or we just may ask you to come on. Especially if you live in the DMV, I might invite you over to the studio, and we can both get on air and discuss this topic. But man, I'm about to get up out of here. It's been a pleasure chatting with y'all. Again, everybody on the Facebook side, please go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel so you know when a lot of this stuff is going on. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, y'all have a good weekend. I might see you a little bit later, but peace out, man. I appreciate y'all coming on, man. Later.